Good evening, my dear classmates, and to our dear professor, Dr. Pinto de Latin. Happy New Year to everyone. Tonight, I will be presenting to you the development goals, objectives, strategies, and policies. This topic is relevant to our subject PA201 because it talks about development programs, specifically in the study of public administration. Before I will present, first I would like to ask you this important question that I think is related to our topic for tonight. And my question is, have you eaten your dinner tonight? My report covers the first part is the definition of terms, and the second part are the examples of these terms in relation to development. To start, let's learn the definition of the 5 terms. Development is the process that creates growth, progress, positive change, or the additional of physical, economic, environmental, social, and demographic components. So the key word for that is growth and progress. While goal is an idea of the future or desired result that a person or a group of people envision, plan, and commit to achieve. It simply answers the what, not the how. In other words, it tells you where you are going rather than how you will get there. Typically, goal is a broad statement. In setting a goal, let's not forget the word SMART. It should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Objective refers to specific steps to take to achieve a desired result. Closely tied to goals is specific and measurable milestone that must be achieved in order to achieve the goal. While strategy is the process of researching and identifying strategic options, selecting the most promising, and deciding how resources will be allocated to achieve objectives. In other words, it is a plan of action designed to achieve an objective. Strategies tell you how you are going to get there, the overall direction that you are going, while policies is a deliberate system of principle to guide decision and achieve national outcome. It is also a statement of intent and is implemented as a procedure or protocol. As we all know, that bureaucracy are bounded by policies. So we already know the different terms. Now let's go to the examples. In development goals, one best example is the Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals are the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. It is a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. To know the different sustainable development goals, let's listen to this short video clip.
Did you know that the UN Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action that unites 193 countries around the world? If these global goals are fulfilled by 2030, life on Earth will be better for everyone. So, what are these goals? Eliminate poverty in all its forms. No hunger. Everyone should have safe, nutritious, and sufficient food. Everyone has equal access to healthcare, thus ensuring our well-being and a healthy life. Equal access to a quality education. Ensure gender equality where women and girls have the same opportunities as men and boys. By achieving these goals, each member of our society will be equal, safe, and happy. UN global goals also include access to safe drinking water and sanitation, access to clean energy that is safe for people and the environment, sustainable and stable economic growth. Everyone has a decent job, strong infrastructure, and the support of innovations. Lower inequality within and among countries. Cities and settlements be developed without damaging the environment and people. Achieving these goals will result in the well-being of people and our planet. We can further take care of our environment with the following goals: sustainable and safe production and consumption of products. Take urgent measures to reduce climate change and its impact. Ensure the sustainable use and protection of ocean and sea resources. Restore and protect Earth's ecosystems. By achieving these goals, we will form a society where strong institutions ensure peace and justice. It is important for everyone to be involved and to build partnerships for achieving sustainable development goals. You are part of this process. Demand the implementation of these goals. Take the lead and share information with your friends.
So we already know the 17 global goals for sustainable development. Take note of number 2 goal, no hunger. So you have to take your dinner to fulfill the global goal. Then in partnership with the goal, As participant and member in the United Nations, the Philippines support the United Nations Development Goals and has adopted its own initiative to create its own development goals in line or in solidarity with the global goals. This program is called Ambisyon Natin 2040. Ambisyon Natin 2040 is the 25-year long-term vision developed by Government of the Philippines as a guide for development planning. It is designed to overcome the challenges brought by the Philippines' current political system, which is bound to the limits of the country's 6-year presidential term. By 2040, the Philippines will be a prosperous, predominantly middle-class society where no one is poor. The life that we want by 2040 is matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay. Under the matatag, family is together, time with friends, work-life balance, and strong sense of community. Meaning we have time for work as well as for family, friends, and most of all, to our girlfriend or boyfriend. Under the maginhawa, free from hunger and poverty, secure home ownership, good transport, travel, and vacation. Again, take note, free from hunger. Then under the panatag, enough resources for day-to-day needs and unexpected expenses, peace and security, long and healthy life, comfortable retirement. So only sir have the comfortable retirement among us. To summarize, Ambisyon Natin 2040 aims to provide a quality, prosperous, and comfortable life for all Filipinos. We could envision that by next 19 years, most Filipinos will be in the middle class where our salary or income is more than enough. As for Duterte administration, it created the Philippine Development Plan 2017-2022 with the goal of laying down the foundation for inclusive growth, high trust and resilient society, and globally competitive knowledge economy. In other words, it articulates the people's collective vision of matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay. For the objective, in line with the PDP Plan 2017 to 2022, first, GDP growth rate at 7% to 8%. GDP is an important indicator of the economic performance of a country. But sadly, for the third quarter of 2020, Philippines GDP growth rate is negative 11.5%. Then second is the decline of poverty rate from 21.6% to 14%. Again, according to Acting Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Carl Chua, the poverty rate will likely range from 15.5% to 17.5% in 2021. And for number 3, decrease poverty incidence in rural area from 30% to 20% by 2022, and reduction of unemployment rate from current 5.5% to 3.5%, and difficult to measure target like higher trust in government and society, resilient individuals and communities, and greater drive for innovation. Good thing that Filipinos are very resilient in times of calamity like Bagyo, Lindol, and pandemic. Filipinos always manage to rise above the challenge. Instead of giving up, we still manage to pick ourselves and smile. For strategies, in order to achieve the goal, the government should reduce corruption by promoting public awareness of anti-corruption drives, implement prevention measures, and strengthen deterrence mechanism. Deterrence means di na ulit-ulitin ang crime. Kung may nag-corrupt, dapat may sanctions or punishment. Then achieve seamless service delivery. Adopt a whole of government approach in delivery of key services, implement regulatory reforms, and improve productivity of public sector. The best example of that is the launching of Malasakit Center by Senator Bongo. It is a one-stop shop for all government medical and financial assistance for all Filipinos, particularly the poor and indigent patients, and enhance administrative governance, right-size the bureaucracy, strengthen results-based performance management, public financial account, and empower citizenry, and fully engage by promoting participatory governance, ensure public access to information, institutionalize response and feedback mechanism, and implement electoral reform. And also to strengthen civil service, promote shared public service values, improve human resource management system, and streamline processes, develop and invest in human resources. For policy, I will cite a few examples for government policy which are connected with the Philippine Development Plan. One is the Executive Order number 27 dated June 1, 2017, signed by Executive Secretary Medialdia, directing all government agencies, instrumentalities, and local government units to implement the PDP 2017 to 2022. Currently, we adopt the bottoms-up planning, meaning from barangay to national government. Then the RA 11310 and Act institutionalizing the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino programs or 4Ps. The 4Ps aims to reduce poverty by giving cash assistance and livelihood program to indigent community. And Executive Order Number 6, institutionalizing the 888 Citizens Complaint Hotline and establishing the 888 Citizens Complaint Center. The creation of this hotline allows the citizens to air their grievances to the government. Then RA 11032, an act promoting ease of doing business and efficient delivery of government services, amending RA 9485 known as Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007. The ease of doing business provides for the timely delivery of public goods and services and reduce red tape. Government agencies should render their services at prescribed processing time, like simple transactions should be 3 days, complex 7 days, and highly technical 20 days. And RA 11203, an act liberalizing the importation, exportation, and trading of rice, lifting for the purpose of quantitative import restriction on rice and for other purposes. The rice tarification law is a work in progress that would provide food security and encourage local palay production and rice sufficiency. And RA 11054, an act providing for organic law for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Bangsamoro law provides more autonomy in governance for our Moro brothers and sisters with the hope of genuine peace in Mindanao. Actually, there are lots of policies. I just name a few that I think are relevant to the implementation of development goals, objectives, and strategies. In summary, if the goals, objectives, strategies, and policies of the Philippine Development Plan are properly implemented, the result would be an inclusive development. Lastly, as a reflection on my report, I will pose you this question. What are your contributions to the development of our country, the Philippines? I know as a student of PA201, we have to take part in the development of our country. And that would be all. Thank you, keep safe, and God bless. And once again, Happy New Year. This is Femi Uy, your reporter for tonight.